Hello students, today's topic is multiplier. First of all, introduction. The multiplier law is given by Lord Keynes in his famous book The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money in 1936. It's also called investment multiplier, which establishes a relationship between investment and income. It tells us then when there is an increment of aggregate investment, income will increase by an amount which is K times the increment of investment. K can be of any value like 2, 3. There is a flow table. When there is change in investment, there is change in income. With change in income, there is change in consumption. Change in consumption results in change in income because consumption of one person is income of another person. This process will continue till change in consumption falls to 0. Moreover, the size of multiplier depends upon the size of marginal propensity to consume. Larger the MPC, larger will be the size of multiplier, and larger the MPS, that is marginal propensity to save, smaller will be the size of multiplier. Here is the formula of multiplier. Multiplier is the ratio of change in income and change in initial investment. If you take an example like let investment is equals to rupees 100 crore, as a result, if increase in national income is rupees 200 crore, then multiplier can be calculated by dividing change in income and change in investment. That is 200 upon 200 crore rupees divided by 100 crore rupees. The multiplier will be equals to 2. Relationship between multiplier, marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save. We'll start with the basic formula, that is ratio of change in income and change in investment. Now we all know income is the summation of consumption plus investment. If from this equation we'll find the value of investment, that is income minus consumption. Now in the formula, in the denominator at the place of investment, we'll substitute the values income minus consumption. That means change in income minus change in consumption will be equals to change in investment. Now we will divide both the numerator and denominator by change in income. The numerator will becomes 1. In denominator, first it becomes 1. Then change in consumption divided by change in income is marginal propensity to consume. K and marginal propensity to consume has direct relationship. MPC is larger, it means the size of multiplier will be larger and vice versa. Now marginal propensity to consume plus marginal propensity to save is equals to 1. It means 1 minus MPC is equals to MPS. It means the multiplier and the marginal propensity to save has inverse relationship. That means larger the size of MPS, it will result in less value for the multiplier and vice versa. Basic assumptions for the multiplier. MPC remains constant. In most of the cases, in diagrams or in table, we assume MPC is equals to 0.5. As a result, multiplier is equals to 2. Induced consumption is not due to induced investment. Sufficient availability of consumer goods. Closed economy. Less than full employment exists in the economy. Continuous investment in the economy. No government interference in the economy. Surplus capacity in consumer goods in industry. It means demand for increased consumer goods due to increased income can be met. And stable prices in the economy. Analysis of the multiplier. The working of multiplier can be analyzed in the terms of comparative static analysis and also in the terms of dynamic static analysis. But in your syllabus, you need to cover only comparative static analysis, that is also called Keynesian multiplier, which tells us final change in income as a result of change in investment. Keynes' concept of multiplier is comparative static analysis, and it works in two ways: forward action of multiplier and also backward action of multiplier. The first we will discuss forward action of multiplier. Forward action of multiplier means with increase in investment, multiplier increases income many times more. The influence of forward action of multiplier is more in those countries where MPC is large. It means marginal propensity to consume is large and marginal propensity to save is small. Here we assume the assumption that MPC is equals to 0.5. As a result, if you apply the formula K is equals to 1 upon 1 minus MPC, it means multiplier is equals to 2. We need to show that with increase in investment, the income will increase double. Here in diagram, on x-axis, we will take income in crore rupees, and on y-axis, we will take expenditure or investment in rupees crore. First, we'll draw aggregate supply that will start from origin, 45-degree line. Then we'll draw aggregate demand AD, which is the summation of consumption and investment. It will never start from origin because consumption can't be equal to 0. It means even if the income of any person is 0, even the unemployed person is taking something, the consumption can't be 0. So aggregate demand will always start from above the point of origin. Where AD and AS intersects at point E, at E, investment is equals to 10 and income is also equals to 10. Now, if you will increase investment by 10 crore rupees, that means from 10 to 20, the aggregate demand will become consumption plus investment plus change in investment. It means AD plus change in investment. Change in investment is 10. Now the equilibrium point is where aggregate supply and AD1 intersects. That means at point E1. At E1, the income is equals to 30 crore rupees. It means you will move from 10 crore rupees to 30 crore rupees. 30 minus 10 is equals to 20. It means as a result of change in investment in 10 crore rupees, there is change in income of 20 crore rupees. It means multiplier is equals to 2. This is considered as forward action of multiplier. Next is backward action of multiplier. Backward action of multiplier is with decrease in investment, multiplier decreases income many times more. Influence of backward action of multiplier is more in those countries where MPC is small and MPS is large. Again, we'll assume the same assumptions. MPC is equals to 0.5. As a result, the multiplier is equals to 2. It means we need to show with decrease in investment, income decreases 2 times more. First, we'll draw aggregate supply curve starting from origin. Then aggregate demand curve AD, that is summation of consumption and investment, is started from 20. The first equilibrium point is E, at which expenditure is equals to 20 crore rupees and income is 30 crore rupees. If there is decrease in investment in 10 crore rupees, it means if you move from AD to AD1, AD1 is equals to consumption plus investment minus change in investment. It means if you decrease your investment from 20 to 10, it means if there is change in investment in 10 crore rupees, the income will increase 2 times more. That means we'll move from E to E1 from 30 to 10. The second equilibrium point is E1, at which income is equals to 10 crore rupees. Initial the income was 30 crore rupees. Now as a result of decrease in investment, income moves from 30 crore rupees to 10 crore rupees. It means change in income is equals to 20 crore rupees. The multiplier is equals to 2. In Keynesian multiplier, you need to explain the static concept of multiplier. That is forward action of multiplier, backward action of multiplier. That's it. Thank you.